Hello and welcome everybody back to the dumbass class with me, Dyslexic Gamer, as we carry on our playthrough of Atom RPG, where we are back at Oishmantraneni, I think. Who are you? Wait, stop. Who are you? Yes, well, we're back at Oishmantraneni, whatever this place is called. Our starting town, where we have our base and our garden, vegetable patch. Yeah. So we are back, and well, I'm talking to randomers again because, of course, I am. You see a bearded man in a police cap, and Jesus Christ, game! You need to turn the fucking sound effects down. I can't turn the sound effects down anymore. It's actually kind of annoying. I wish I could. I genuinely do. Okay. And an old duster. On his back sits an old travel bag. Judging by the sheets of paper stuffed into the bag, the man is a real-life postman. Ah, there's a movie. I think it may even be called The Postman. Quite good. The postman, looks at you with suspicion, but smiles anyway. Seems like he's in the mood for chatting, but doesn't trust you completely. Hey there, can I ask you some questions? What did you want to know? What are you busy with? Well, you can see, I deliver mail. Dangerous work these days, but someone's got to do it. Who do you work for? The Council of Commerce in Cross-Germany. Yeah. The local government, in other words. Their seat of power, as you can tell by their name, is in... They rule from there. Well, they don't really rule around these parts. Mostly they just sell TVs at low prices to brainwash the locals with, oh. You know what? If I don't read that word, I can say it. As soon as I read it, I'm just like, brain fart. What? So I am going to just skip it by. We all know what this word is. When you lie to people through government means. Or company, I guess. That's all because they manage a TV repair tower at the river. Don't think I'm too harsh on them though. It's clear they are basically thugs, but at least they're trying to become a real government. They even hired me to deliver the mail, just like the old days. So, yeah, so is there a lot of mail to deliver? You wouldn't believe it. I barely cope with the amount. I'm always asking the bosses to hire me more postmen, because although people looked at the idea of creating a postal service suspiciously at first, they soon learned how great it really is. So now I'm delivering heaps of documents, letters of inquiry, and even love letters all over the place. People really are social animals. Do you work, so who do you work for? Didn't we just ask that? Isn't that just a council? Yeah. I nearly remembered the word. I nearly had it. It was on the tip of my tongue. No, I can't spend any longer. Now that's thinking positively. Propaganda. Propaganda! That's the one. Seen it writ. Can't. My brain just goes bleh. But I can get there in the end. In the end, slowly but surely, I will make myself look more like an idiot. So how are you? I've spent most of my time on the road, moving from village to village. I visit all the places around here. Most people seem to like me, even the bad ones. That's all because I'm a reminder of the good old times. I carry mail. That means it's not all bad in this world. Isn't it scary to be alone? It is pretty scary. The roads are stalked by hungry dogs and wolves. There are also monsters nearby. Oh, sorry, nobody's ever seen before the war. Not to mention the bandits. I was shot. I was knifed. I was punched and I was bitten. But I'm still alive and kicking. And I would not change this job for anything. Not because I have this gun and this fancy cap and my salary, but because by doing my job, I'm bringing back order into the world, one letter at a time. And this feeling keeps me warm even on the coldest nights. What about the places where people don't take kindly to you? There are these too. The people are angry, scary in many places. Some believe that anyone who wanders the roads is out there to get them, so they attack first. Killing for them is like drinking vodka for guys like you and me. Second nature. In that case, isn't it scary for you to travel? No, we've done that one. Where are you heading from here? Where else? The main city. I have an office and my home there. 15 years I have lived there, but originally I'm from the north. I was one of the refugees. Tell me about the city, I don't really care, but before the war I never visited it, really. Rarely? But I heard that it was a real dump back then. Some kind of backwater little town which had a tiny research in situ somewhere in it. No. Nowadays it's the biggest city around. The new Rome. Well, in comparison with all the other towns, which are now nothing but ruins. People resettled it after the war. Farmers built farms around it. Now people work the fields. Someday, somebody fixed a small power plant. Others create a primitive form of entertainment industry. The city square is also in good condition, and the old research institute is now home to the mushroom cult. Don't really know anything about those guys, but they say they do charitable work around the wastes. Heard any good rumours? Yeah, that they say that there's a secret organisation in the wasteland called Atom. Dun dun dun. Ever heard of them? They are the sort of guys that will try to find ways to improve life in the wastelands by teaching folks how to repair generators, fix water pipes, and all that good stuff. As far as I'm aware, we keep our heads down and don't tell anyone who we are. Do good? I don't know. My iced coffee today is pathetically weak. And I don't know if I should try to fix it. Probably not. I might do. They do it through undercover agents that infiltrate society. If they really exist, I hope they stay secret. They clearly don't want to show themselves, and so they shouldn't. Ah. Well, thank you very much. 12 rupees? Do I have one? I have one. I think I need more of them, to be honest with you. And for 12 rupees, that's not actually a lot at all. He also has a... No, I don't want that. I don't want 9mm. Yeah, do I have anything for 12? By chance? Because, you know, we can't give him more than what he's asking for. Sorry, I'm now fighting back the hiccups because fuck my life. You know, don't have any hiccups, don't have any problems before I start recording. I hit that bloody record button. And that's the end. How much is one glass worth then? I mean, I know I could try and do the maths, but 7? You know what? Fuck it. I'm pretty sure you can make a gun with a scope. I'm pretty sure. Well, thank you very much for talking to us. Did we? We did empty that. Okay. Yeah. So, if we come over here, we're going to ever so quickly grab a few more things. No, I'm not gonna do all the nonsense now. I might do that later on. Look, and you can see things have come back. Or have they? Doesn't that old man sitting there all the time? Then maybe things haven't come back. No. Enough time has passed that items have come back. So you do want to check, you know, once you've cleared the area out, it's not a given that there's nothing else there. I don't know what that is. Let's have a look. What can we rob? What can we take from the citizen? Oh. Did I just miss that one? And yes, at one point I will fill up all my water bottles. And attempt... I'm going to save it, because I can't remember what quick save is. And then I'm going to hit F5. F5, good. Take it all! The old man cannot see us stealing, then we are not stealing. Right, he will notice if we try and take those things. Ah, frying pan? Have I ever taken a frying pan before? I don't know if I have. Work. Yes, I'm sure. Hang on. Did we... Come over here and grab this. So. What we're going to do is... We're going to come into the doctor's place. We're going to sell off some goods. Then we're going to have a look at... Motherfucker! Oh, that is so annoying. Right, I will be back. Hopefully. Okay, we are back. Hopefully I'll remember to edit that out. Although you didn't really see much. Hopefully I've lowered the volume for that bloody sound effect. The doctor. How queer. I can still... How queer. I still cannot believe I was talked into healing one of the cutthroats from the factory. That's what medics are for, Doc. You did nothing wrong. It was the right thing to do. After all, the factory guys protected the village. Well, you cured him, and that's that. Doesn't matter how much... Doesn't matter much in the grand scheme of things. I have this nagging thought that I should just kill them all when I had the chance. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think you could have. Sorry, I'm stirring my drink. Oh, no, maybe my iced coffee is okay. We're going to go with this one. He did fight protecting the village, and he was a decent person. He wasn't one of the bandits. Well, he kind of was, but he's not. He was, kind of. That's correct. Talking to a few of them in a calmer setting, I discovered they're just regular people like us. I always pictured them as pure evil, but that's not the case. Not one bit. I need to ponder on it some more. It seems my previous worldview painted everyone in either black or white. Really, reality is much less binary. What do you plan to do now? The doctor suddenly becomes himself again. He straightens his coat, and his eyes are clear and untroubled once more. What kind of question is that, young man? I will continue my work as always. People like me don't get days off. No rest for the righteous, I guess. Well, don't leave. Like to buy some drugs. Well, technically I want to sell some stuff to you, but you never know, you might have something that I want. Not really. A clown's nose, how bad. I don't think you're going to have enough to take all of our junk. I know you give us the best price, so we do, you know, we'd like to get rid of some stuff to this guy. Do we? I didn't make the cigarette, so we don't have that. Do I need nails? I don't think I do. Although you get absolutely nothing for nails. We're going to keep that. Plus 8 tinkering. It is worth holding on to some of the cigarettes. Also, you will have events sometimes where you'll talk to people and you'll be able to give them a ciggy. And then they, you know, have a closer, deeper bond because you've shared a smoke with them. Devil's weed. Devil's weed. The devil's lettuce. How much have we got? How much have we got up to? We've got up quite high already. Let's. Yeah, that's about all we can do. I have no idea what the cassettes are for. If any of you know, let me know in the comments. Like, should I be collecting them to give to someone? Are they like books from Fallout 3? Is it Fallout 3 where you're... Actually, I think it might be Fallout 3, 4 and 2. I think a lot of them accept books for goodies. Like the Sugar Puffs. Was it Sugar Puffs? Barter! Oh, we failed. Well, it was worth a try. Show me your wares, you greedy git. They're the rounds we need, aren't they? Ooh, I believe so. Oh, he's got 2 of them? For fuck's sake. Why? You can see this guy is a massive rip-off. 45 ruples. Where's our golden nut? Oh, he is a rip-off, but he's not as big of a rip-off as I thought. I am going to get rid of a load of stuff for him, because he's got more money. Still not selling that, because it's a bad idea. We want to hold on to it for as long as possible. I want to keep medicine. This is an experimental war drug, popular. It can cure just about anything. 7 to 11 health, 50% effect, 30 minutes, -1 strength, addictive. We'll hold on to it. I don't want to go selling off. Drugs are probably the one thing you really don't want to sell off, no matter what. Food is another one which is kind of better to hold on to. We definitely want to hold on to the salt. I used to sell off salt, but it's actually far more useful than you might think. Definitely don't sell off these things to him. It is not worth it. I will sell off 2 of our hunting trophies, or the fangs. Again, it's not really worth it, but we need the money, so. And I'll sell off the soap. But that has just given us another 381 ruples, or roundabouts. We've actually got enough. We can, when we head back down south, we can go into the town now. Have you got anything else? The gunpowder's not bad, but it's so expensive, it hurts. It's not as loud, but it's still loud. Damn you, game. Weighted gloves and riveted gloves. Well, I'm not a melee fighter, and they're so expensive. I don't think I can do it. No, so that's all we've got. So let's trade. Beautiful. Oh look, I can actually trade with Fidel. Ah, you can. Did you do that before? The only problem is I don't know what the prices are. Like, I don't know if Fidel is getting as good a price as what I was getting. Also, he has no money left, so we'll forget about that. Goodbye. How far are we in? We are getting into the episode. So the cultists are here. We will deal with them soon. But we could do with some more vodka. So come over to here. I don't think he's saying anything that we haven't seen before. So I want 1 vodka. I think I just want 1 vodka. An axe. An axe. Ooh, I do like axes. I could give it to Fidel as his backup. It's 5 to 6 to use though. And that's a bit too much. So, what can we trade to you, sir? Because clearly I don't want to go using up my goodies. Fidel, you have an awful lot of junk on you. Definitely get rid of that. You don't need that. The rusty rifle. See, if it wasn't for the 10% jam chance, that would be an alright weapon. But because of the jam chance, it's 10% is so high. It's scarily high. Well, I suppose we're not going to need much plastic for now, so get rid of the plastic. Well, piece of wire, but rubber, not plastic. Now, does that disappear? It does not. Good. Good. Good, 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 good. Yeah, fuck it. Take that as well. And that. We'll keep that. Righto. That should do. So we get... Ooh, hang on. Don't fucking click on trade before you add the route, please. So that, you know, gives us a bit more. Bit more root, please. Now, who in the hell are you? I believe it was F5. It is F5. Who are you, and what are you doing here? I don't believe we've spoken to this man before. A stocky man with a moustache is sitting in front of you. In his hand, he's rolling a faceted glass with cloudy contents, smelling of moonshine. Sometimes he sighs sadly. The man has clearly noticed you, but he only gives you a slight nod and directs his attention back to the glass. I hope I didn't disturb you, mister. Why are you so sad? What's the beef? Hey, a fresh face. I suggest we make an acquaintance. Hope I didn't disturb you. The moustached man looks at you with suspicion and finally waves his hand. No, I guess you didn't. Sit next to the man. What's your beef, pal? Don't know if this is going to work. It doesn't matter. I'm not beefing, just thinking about stuff. Come on, you can tell me what's wrong. The man angrily stares at his glass. Quit bothering me with these questions. Alright, in that case, I'll ask you a different question. No, we're going to... Hang on. Ah, you amaze me, alright. Let's have a drink then, shall we? Why not? One more. You sit down on the spare stool, which I've already done, to the moustached man, and pour you and Fidel a glass of moonshine each. Well, let's have a drink, why not? Put the glass aside. I'm looking for... Are we? Drink. So what's your name, pal? The moustached man grunts and sniffs a cucumber to contrast the drink's strong... Oh. The moustached man grunts and sniffs, I don't know why it sniffs, a cucumber to contrast the drink's strong aftertaste. It should be bites, I think. Wow, that was good. What? My name? Well, if you want to know, I'm... Oh, the guy who I was just looking for. Son of a... Game. Nice to meet you. I swear these all change every time. I do like it. Labot. You can call me Fidel, amigo. The man raises his glass and drinks to your health. Well, glad to meet you, Labot, Fidel. How can I help you? Keep meaningfully silent. Strangest in Constantinople wants to assemble a team for one big fuss. Fuzz? I want to offer you a job, but now that I'm looking at you, I'm not sure you're in the condition to do it. The moustached man shakes his head and puts his glass aside. Do you think I drink all the time? That's not true. Tell me what it is you want. Whatever his name is, excuse me, wants to assemble a team. Smirnov raises his eyebrow in surprise. It seems like you managed to beat his depression. I don't know. Stragust? Seriously? Oh. It's been a long time since I've heard this nickname. It brings back such memories. Yeah. Those were good times. Damn good. By the way, what's the fuss? What's cooking? A big squad of criminals wants to attack whatever the place is. The man looks at you worriedly and then looks around. What? To this very village? That's my luck, to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah. By the way, did Strognos mention who else he needed on his team apart from me? Did he mention anyone else? He said he needed a sniper and Major Primo, I don't know. Thingy shakes his head and thinks deeply about something. When he finally speaks, you can hear excitement. No, unexpected, apologistic tones in his voice. This job is good in a way, an old team, and all that. Listen, do you know if Landry, Limali has already accepted this job? I saw her recently at an outpost not far from here, but I was hesitant to approach her. It would have been too awkward. Without a good reason. She hasn't accepted it yet, but I'm working on it. The man nods his head and looks penitently at the clouds contained in the nearest bottle of moonshine. Then convince her to sign up to it and count me in. Listen, I don't want to interfere in your private affairs, but you have to agree. There's no time for any of that right now. We'll try. No. The man lowers his gaze and nods in agreement. However, when you start speaking, he is just as indomitable as before. I understand it. But this is my condition. After all, I'm not asking you to slay a whole cave of monsters or do some other ridiculous thing like that. Fair enough. Well, go to the outpost and talk to her yourself. As I understand it, you know each other. Been a long time, so what's the problem? Cold sweat appears on his forehead as he looks down nervously, licking his lips that have suddenly gone dry. Well, I would go, but I've got no time for it. The thing is, you see, that I'm so busy. Are you shy to talk to her? Me? Yes, I am. I'm a grown man, and my moustache... bloody lightning. Moustache have gone grey. I've become a well-known expert in narrow circles, but I still haven't mastered this art of being gallant, so to speak. I feel awkward in situations like that. I don't know how to approach a woman without good reason, especially Lindra. Listen, I don't want to interfere in your private affairs. No. Maybe I could pay you? What do you want? What to do with you? Alright, I'll make the deal with Landry and come back. It's obviously taken Thingy all his will to contain his joy. He strokes his moustache and shows a wary smile. Thanks, brother. I owe you. Well, we did part of a quest, which I wasn't really expecting. Ah, the ice. Why is the ice melting so quickly? Mixy, mixy, mixy. Ah, perfect. Ah, beautiful. Okay, so we did get one of our quests started, I guess. So let's go, and do I have time to do more big conversations? I could really do with dropping stuff off and seeing if Fidel can open that. Let's go and have a word with the old man. There he is. Old man. Before you stands the head of the community. Yeah, we've already done that one. It's possible his real age is closer to 70. I just remembered that you never paid me. There's this thug passing through. I have something to tell you about the bandits. Let's change the subject. Can I ask you some more? Huh. But god damn it. Oh. I thought we had found some stuff out about them and we could get some more money, but apparently not. Apparently not. We're going to deal with the crazy cultists in the next episode, I feel. I feel we shouldn't deal with them just yet. First things first, I want to have a look at... Fidel, come over here. The stone in front of you looks like an ordinary, unassuming rock, but on closer rock. Big and clearly heavy, it's one of many in this rocky land, but there's one detail that makes it stand out. Someone has cut on it the initials BS. Right. It seems it won't move. I won't move this rock. Get help. What is a hard job for one person is a piece of cake for a team. All together, you make an effort and move the rock aside. Ah, that wasn't hard. And we get a piece of a shield. And a journal. Do I also have... I do indeed. Let's collect our harvest. Harvest time. Da da da. So, yeah, you do actually get... Oh, you don't get experience. Oh. I was going to say, it would be cool if you did get a bit of experience, but clearly not. But you do get a kind of constant food source. As long as you have seeds. Like so. Oh, hang on. This field looks acceptable, but first you need to place... Okay, no. There we go. Do we get any experience for that? No. You plant the crops now, it's just time to wait. It would have been nice to get a bit of extra experience, but... Hey ho. You go in there. An old journal wrapped in... Where's my shovel? There it is. Shovel! So, what I am going to do is we're going to do another quick save because paranoia. and then we're going to read this book and see what it has to say. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there's not that much. Last will and confession, damn it knows, of the so-called museum creator Boris Stroklif, written with utter self-hatred by his own hand. A shame I bring to my grave. A piece of knowledge no alcohol in the world could wash away. A fact that I had one job in the whole world: to protect a priceless relic from history's shocking grasps. I failed at it. I used dennying this. I failed. And misery is my only companion. I was still naive the day those awful atomic bombs started falling all over the country. Thinking my town, which stands to many, was next in line for nuclear slaughter, I packed up my things and ran with my secretary and companion Boyo, whatever. But not before taking as many objects of historical value from the local museum I worked at. As many historical values, as many valuable historical artifacts from the local museum that I worked at as I could carry. Not like a marauder, but as a keeper. Not to pawn off somewhere, but to be saved. But I did not do that. Did I save those fabulous relics? The mummified dog's paw of Saint, the amber tripod, the sword of Vasily Peacemaker, no idea who these people are, the shield of Count Royskovy. Alas, I lost them all to poverty, to hunger, to my newly found drunken habit. I held on to the shield the most, it being the symbol of my beloved Krostanchdomeni. From the days it was still called Igorida? I lost it. A quarter of the shield I pawned to a man tending a moonshine den called the Drunken Lair. Another quarter I gave to my poor friend Boira, who will bury me when my time will come. He will keep it as a reminder of his foolish friend. In our hideout in a mysterious cave, the third quarter I used in exchange for our life, when a bunch of bandits from the eastern camp assaulted us on the road, and I lost one quarter I kept to one day be buried with me. Oh, and the last quarter, I kept with me to be buried with me. That way, at least it will survive the tides of time. Dear reader, whatever an archaeologist from some distant future or a mere grave robber. Please do not let my legacy die completely. Keep this shield fragment. Find its brethren. Make it whole again. This is my final wish. Farewell. Do we need to find the rest of the shield, which I believe we already have some pieces of. So, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Atom RPG with me, the Dyslexic Gamer. I'm going to do some inventory management and put some stuff away. And then in the next episode, we will speak to a weird cult and find out what damage they're trying to do here. So, I hope you're looking forward to that in the next episode. And with not much else to say other than, if you liked this video or are enjoying this series, perhaps leaving a like, or maybe if you're new here, hitting that subscribe button to help the channel out. And I will see you all in the next episode. So take care everyone, and as always, bye bye for now.